Scrum is hard. Once you've got 3, 4, or even 9 teams working on the same product, it feels like you're juggling flame torches. Dependencies pile up, communication breaks down, teams unintentionally step on each other's toes. And instead of delivering value, you're scrambling just to keep things moving. Nexus solves this problem. It's everything you love about Scrum. Simple, agile, focused, but designed to resolve the chaos that comes with scaling. It's a framework that helps multiple teams work together without losing focus, agility, or their sanity. Now I know you're probably thinking, do I need another framework? Here's the thing. If you're working with 3 or more Scrum teams on the same product, Nexus can be extremely useful. When you scale Scrum, you just can't take multiple teams and multiply them and hope for the best. You need alignment. Nexus gives you the structure to keep everyone on the same page, no matter how complex the project gets. Let's break it down. First, there's the Nexus Integration Team. They're not there to micromanage or take over. Far from it. Their job is to coordinate. They make sure all the teams are aligned, handle dependencies, and deliver a single unified product increment at the end of every sprint. Without them, you're just inviting chaos. Then, Nexus takes the familiar Scrum events and levels them up for multiple teams. Everyone comes together to break down the product backlog and make sure each team's work fits into the bigger picture. Nexus adds another layer to the daily Scrums. Representatives from each team meet to discuss cross-functional dependencies and resolve problems before they snowball. At the end of each sprint, teams represent their work and gather input to refine the entire product. This constant iteration ensures that every sprint delivers not just progress, but integrated, valuable progress. Nexus has its challenges. Scaling always does. The biggest one is dependencies, which can trip up even the most disciplined teams. That's why Nexus Integration Team is so important. They're the ones clearing the path and making sure no one gets bogged down by bottlenecks. Another challenge is effort. Nexus requires coordination, and that takes time. But putting in the effort up front saves you from the headaches later. It's the classic pay me now or pay me later scenario. And trust me, you don't want to pay later. So, is Nexus right for you? If you're working with 3 or more teams on a single product and struggling with alignment or integration, the answer is a resounding yes. Nexus was designed for situations exactly like this. It brings clarity to chaos, ensures that scaling does not mean sacrificing agility. But if your teams are working on separate products, or you're managing 1 or 2 teams, you probably don't need the added structure that Nexus provides. Scrum on its own should do the trick.